God who rewards according to our deeds. The words spoken directly by God and Jesus carry more weight than any other words. These words clearly reveal God's will and intentions, significantly impacting our lives. In this article, we will delve deeply into 3 specific sayings of God and Jesus, and examine how these words apply to our lives. By doing so, we can understand both the positive and negative aspects, guiding our lives in a better direction through these words. This process will help us to understand God's words more profoundly and enrich our spiritual lives. The dual nature of the words. First, the 3 sayings of Jesus are like a double-edged sword. These sayings have both positive and negative meanings simultaneously. For example, when God speaks to us, it promises amazing blessings on the positive side, but on the negative side, it implies that we may experience unhappiness if we apply these words incorrectly. Therefore, we must be careful not to apply these words negatively. This dual nature is crucial for us to interpret the words correctly and understand their true meaning. Lessons from Numbers 14. In Numbers 14, when the Israelites complained, saying, "If only we had died in Egypt, or in this wilderness," God listened and acted accordingly. This shows how important our words are to God. Therefore, we must always approach God with positive words and faith. We should not forget that the negative attitude and words of the Israelites ultimately brought negative results upon themselves. This lesson provides important guidance on the attitude we should have in our faith life. Teachings of the New Testament. In the New Testament, Jesus said, "Let it be done for you, according to your faith." This means that our faith, whether positive or negative, will be applied to our lives as it is. Thus, we must always approach God with positive faith. Jesus' teaching re-emphasizes the importance of faith in our spiritual life. It makes us realize how crucial it is to maintain positive faith and trust in God in any situation. The importance of our words and deeds. God values our words and deeds highly. We must always live considering how our words and deeds are perceived by God. This attitude is essential for receiving God's blessings. Recognizing that our words and deeds are crucial elements that determine the quality of our faith and life, it is vital to always speak and act positively and correctly. The power of positive faith. Jesus grants us according to our positive faith. This means that when we approach God with positive faith in any situation, we can experience amazing blessings. Understanding how our positive faith works with God and making our lives richer through it is important. The power of faith is greater than we imagine, and through it, we can experience many blessings. The danger of negative faith. Conversely, if we approach God with negative faith, negative results may appear in our lives accordingly. Therefore, we must always live believing in and following God's words with positive faith, recognizing the danger of negative faith, and maintaining a positive mindset to avoid it is essential. Understanding how our faith affects our lives and strengthening our spiritual life through this realization is important. Living before God. We must always remember that we are living before God. God sees all our words and deeds and rewards us accordingly. Therefore, it is crucial to always live rightly according to God's words. Continuously thinking about how our lives are perceived by God and living a life following God's will through proper actions and words is essential. God who rewards according to deeds. God rewards us according to our deeds. This means that when we have righteous deeds, according to God's words, God grants us corresponding blessings. Recognizing that our deeds are a crucial element in receiving God's blessings and always maintaining righteous deeds is important. God sees our actions and responds accordingly. God who fulfills our words. God fulfills our words. This means that when we speak rightly to God, we can receive corresponding blessings. Therefore, it is essential to always offer positive and correct words to God. Understanding how our words affect our lives and always receiving God's blessings through positive and faithful words is crucial. Conclusion. The 3 sayings of Jesus have a significant impact on our lives. These words are like a double-edged sword, having both positive and negative aspects. Therefore, we must always live following God's words with positive faith and words. Through this, we can experience God's blessings and guide our lives in a better direction. This process will help us understand God's words more deeply and enrich our spiritual lives through them. Realizing the importance of practicing God's words in our lives and strengthening our faith through this understanding is essential.